Addeybb. As Josephine Gordon, looking for a 50th winner in Britain of 2017, goes forward on Addeybb. That's it. They're in the gate. And they're off. A step slow away was Mutarabi towards the outside, and it's on the inside that Mellabrook has taken the early lead. Now on the outside, Long Socks will come and press the pace, racing in second. The other four in a line across the track as they race now towards the end of the back straight. So it is Long Socks towards the outside of Mellabrook. These are now the first two, with Settle into third, Mutarabi, and then towards the inside rail is Sharjah Bridge. Between horses is Addeyb, and the back marker is Addeybb as they go now towards the final 5 furlongs. On the turn, Connor Beasley and Mellabrook out in front now by a length. 2 in second, Long Socks and Fergus Sweeney. Towards the inside, Sharjah Bridge and Andrea Atzini. Around the outside is Mutarabi in the hands of Dane O'Neill as they race towards the halfway point. Addeybb is running a little greenly to the outside under Josephine Gordon, and the back marker is Addeyb under Martin Harley. So they race on down towards the final 3, and 5 of them now are covered by less than a length and a half, with Mellabrook in the red colours still just holding sway. Sharjah Bridge up against the far side rail. The 2 Godolphin runners right there on the premises are Mutarabi, and out much wider is Addeybb. Now beginning to get the idea of the game is Addeyb, and dropping back to last is Long Socks. A furlong and a half to go, and it is now Mutarabi who has just got the lead. Sharjah Bridge over on the far side is trying to battle back. Addeyb has got a length to find, but is closing back in third. 100 yards to go. Mutarabi a nose in front. Here's Addeyb on the outside. Addeyb up in time. Addeyb wins Sir Martin Harley and William Haggis, and came over the top of Mutarabi, and on the inside, Sharjah Bridge.
Yeah, in the first 3 clear. A really nice performance. This horse shaped really well at Newbury first time out. And the mile today looked like he was just off the bridle, but he was off the bridle. He's just worked away. Lovely performance to get up and led post for William Haggis, Martin Harley. Narby was second for Syed Binser and Dane O'Neill, and Sharjah Bridge has shaped really nicely for Roger Vernon and Andrea.
They're off to race over 1.25 miles, a field of 16 jumping from the stalls. Global Giant was one of the slowest to get away. Star of Bengal, Maroon Jacket, Frankie Dettori from a high draw, began briskly and begins to work his way over as they head down into Swindley Bottom, and has the early advantage. Ella Cam bustling through against the fence, and 1 or 2 are a bit short of daylight, slightly worse than midfield, and Addeyb was the chief sufferer. Yellow Jacket 3/4 of the way back. He was pushed wide as Star of Bengal leads on the turn to Ella Cam. Zarayan with a black cap racing up into 3rd position ahead of Magic Wand in the blue and orange. They're followed a length and a half away by Willie John in a yellow jacket, the Shadow 2 Latrobe. Then the grey Master of the World, Addeyb is next. Oasis Charm with the red cap tucked away against the running rail, followed by Dolphin Vista. Mountain Hunter, the white cap, is wide of that pair. Mountain Angel in a green and white jacket down at the fence, followed by Riven Light. And then the last group of 3, Global Giants, held up towards the back of the field. First Nation in the all blue, and Zibber in the silver jacket is last of all as they pass halfway in the Wolferton. And Frankie and Star of Bengal leading, closely attended by Ella Cam Stripe Cap within a half length. Then Zarayan against the running rail from Magic Wand sitting in 4th. A further length and a half, Latrobe with the white cap on the inside of Willie John as they begin the swing back towards home and head towards the 3 marker. Addeyb in a yellow jacket about 7th on turning ahead of Oasis Charm. Master of the World is ridden along, then Mountain Angel from Mountain Hunter out wide with a white cap. Further back to Dolphin Vista, Riven Light, Global Giant, First Nation last but one. Zibber still at the tail, on down towards the last 1/4 mile. Star of Bengal against the fence, tackle hard by Ella Cam. Here comes Magic One with a striped cap. Addeyb in a yellow jacket is now bringing to Thunder Home. Latrobe has switched towards the far side, on down towards the last furlong. Addeyb now moving through to take over from Ella Cam. Then Magic Wand and Latrobe, and it's Addeyb beginning to clear away, opening up by 3, 4, 5 lengths, and Addeyb wins the Wolferton with any amount in hand. Very close for second between Magic Wand in the centre, Latrobe up the inner, and Ella Cam out wide.
We're set to go.
Bangkok goes in. That's it. All in. We are set to race. They're off. They're racing for the Sky Bet York Stakes, and away well Forest Ranger towards the inside rail. Also prominent Night to Behold, and Ella Cam's not hanging about either in third. Tucked in behind those Regal Reality towards the inside. Addeybb just tucks in behind that one, and the overall back marker is Bangkok, and Silvestre de Souza's settled that about 6 off the leader, which is Night to Behold, who wears the silver jacket with the red cross of Lorraine and the hoop sleeves. Night to Behold for Ben Curtis then in the first time blinkers, leads up by a length to Ella Cam in the royal blue with a white epaulets and a striped cap, racing deeper. Tight on the inside fence, Forest Ranger races in third in the noseband. Then Addeybb in the yellow jacket steering out wide. Regal Reality second last in the red jacket, white sash, blue cap. And the back marker Bangkok in the royal blue with a white hoop and the striped sleeves, still about 6 off the pace, which continues to be set by Night to Behold. They're swinging left-handed down side of the track, coming back inside the final 6 furlongs, so passing halfway now. Night to Behold in front by about 3 parts of a length to Ella Cam racing in second. On the inside, Forest Ranger is next in the field. They're followed by Regal Reality and Addeybb, who race together, and still at the back of the field is Bangkok, continuing the left-handed swing, coming back into the home straight. They've got about 4.5 furlongs to go from here. Night to Behold still dictates the pace and leads up by just over a length to Ella Cam racing second. On the right-hand side, Forest Ranger still prominent. Near side, Addeybb starts to pick up, so too Regal Reality, and at the back of the field, Bangkok will have to pass them all to win, but he starts to quicken. The pace is really quickening now inside the 3, and on the near side rail, Night to Behold is still there. Ella Cam is trying to get up sides. Addeybb is short of room. Forest Ranger just holding him in. Down the centre, Regal Reality, and behind them, Bangkok is looking for room. Back inside the final couple of furlongs now, and it's Ella Cam who's taken over last year's third. Kicks on by a length and a half, giving chase behind. Addeybb can't seem to pick up. Regal Reality is kept going, but it's Ella Cam in front inside the final furlong. They go. Ella Cam and Dane O'Neill working away, opens up by 4 to 5. Addeybb's now in the clear in second, but surely has too much to do, and up towards the line. Ella Cam will make amends for last year and win for Mark Johnson and Dane O'Neill. Back in second, Addeybb. It was tight for third, going past together Night to Behold and Regal Reality.
He's bred to be very smart, and today he's shown it once again. Ella Cam wins in the colours of Mr. Hamdan Al Maktoum. Mark Johnson trained and Dane O'Neill on board. He's beaten Addeybb in second place.
5 over 10.5 furlongs. We go back to Ian Bartlett.
Set. They're off. Race with a little further than 1.25 miles here for the Rose of Lancaster Stakes. Luna Jet in the grey jacket is the slowest one to get going, as Raise You in the diamonds of black and yellow is the first to show in front. The almost all yellow jacket of Addeybb, the favourite, running alongside a free-going Waddell Saffron in royal blue and white colours. Behind those is Pondus, and then the last couple of runners, yellow with the darker sleeves, is Surrey Thunder. He's alongside the grey jacket of best turned-out winner Luna Jets, who might just be edging past him, in fact, as they head down towards the last 7 furlongs. So the white-faced runner, Raise You, and Ashim Murphy showing in front. Right behind him, blue and white colours for Chris Hayes on Waddell Saffron. To the right in yellow is Richard Kingscote on Addeybb. He's immediately tracked by Danny Muscat on Pondus. Orange cap for him. Then a grey jacket for Jimmy Quinn on Luna Jet, who has just relegated Harry Bentley and Surrey Thunder to be the back markers as they're round the bottom 10. There's only going to be about 5-6 lengths first to last here. And as they come towards the halfway stage, the lead is still with Raise You. Addeybb has taken a definite second position. Now it's about a neck ahead of Waddell Saffron in the blue and white. Pondus is right in behind Addeybb, and then comes Luna Jet and the back marker, but only fractionally is Surrey Thunder as they head down the straight to the 3 marker. All going okay in this. It's still Raise You in front, although Addeybb is only just behind him now. Pondus is a length off and running in 3rd position. Waddell Saffron is beginning to find it hard work. Surrey Thunder's behind those, and Luna Jet is just at the rear of the field as they head down to the 2 marker. And Raise You is trying to hold off the challenge of Addeybb, who's level with him. Pondus on the right comes into it now, making a run also. Waddell Saffron behind those. Addeybb now. Richard Kingscote has sent him through to the lead as they head to the last furlong and goes on. Pondus has moved through into 2nd position. Raise You behind this in 3rd. They race up towards the line. Addeybb in front, victory number 7 of his career, and with Richard Kingscote wins by a couple. Pondus in second, Reju was next. Waddell Safa might just get 4th money narrowly over Surrey Thunder, and then came Luna Jet.
Well, class came to the fore. Addeybb then wins it as an older horse. Remember, 3-year-olds have a good recent record in this, but the favourite wins it. Favourites didn't have the best of records, but Addeybb the win. Kept honest all
of 2019. They're ready to go. And they're off. I Can Fly dwells a little, leaving the starting stalls. Away strongly Addeybb towards the inside. Also Happy Power in the noseband. Wider out, getting across now is Regal Reality to grab the overall advantage. Magical is handy in the purple cap towards the outside. Out wide, pulling hard is Pondus, just out wide and behind Coronet. And then Addeybb. Deirdre's getting plenty of cover on the inside. And Madayi is weighted with today under restraint, running down the hill with on the inside of her I Can Fly. Regal Reality and Jim Crowley by a length to the favourite Magical in second place. Foxtel is third on the inside as they swing Swinley bottom, followed by Addeybb and Deirdre for Japan. Then behind those is Coronet, as they now run uphill towards the home turn, a long run to the home turn. Pondus is out wide towards the back, white-capped I Can Fly, and Madayi still held on to. Regal Reality the inside of Magical as they make their way now towards the 5-furlong marker in the Kipco Champion Stakes. Regal Reality by a length and a half to Magical, a length and a half further back to Foxtel, then Addeybb and Coronet. Pondus on the outside, Deirdre the rail, I Can Fly and Madayi, who'd only be about 7 lengths off the lead entering the final half mile. Regal Reality has led all the way, but they're beginning to queue up to mount challenges, headed by Magical in second place. Addeybb getting closer in the yellow jacket. Foxtail round the inside, then Coronet and Deirdre right round the inner, just shifting off the back of Happy Foxtail now as they swing the corner. Regal Reality, Magical is well poised there in second place. Foxtail, Addeybb, then Deirdre's off the inside now. Coronet, he says go on Magical on the outside of Regal Reality. Foxtail gets up the road. Magical strikes the front from Foxtail. Here's Addeybb putting in a sterling run on right. Deirdre's got plenty to find. Magical from Addeybb inside the final furlong. Magical by 3/4 of a length to Addeybb, who's trying hard. Then Foxtail, but Magical is tough as they come, and Magical is going to cling on and win the Champion Stakes and a second win on Champions Day. Addeybb in second, tight for third between Foxtail.
What a star, less than 2 weeks after the...
Here's the post-time favourite, and she's the last to move into the gates. So Very Elegant goes forward for James McDonald, and we're all set now. The first of our 5 Group 1s, and they're off here in the Ranvet Stakes. And last year's winner of Villiers was first out, but Addeybb is quickly moving up on the outside. Young Star's handy, and Very Elegant in the small field is planted 4 wide in the early stages from Norway. Then Natoya, and Dance is last of a very tightly bunched field. So Young Star's a narrow leader from Addeybb pressing on the outside. Very Elegant still caught wide but pushing forward as Addeybb takes up the running going into the first corner. And Addeybb draws out by a length and a half to Very Elegant, who races up to second. Young Star's got a prime position third on the outside of the European import Norway. 2 further back to Avilius, who jumped well but drifts back a bit now from Dance, and a length off to Natoya, who's last of all. So working down the back, and Marquand had no troubles there in leading on Addeybb, out by a length and a half now, and Very Elegant is racing a touch keen there in second position. Norway third, and Young Star with Kieran McAvoy in the saddle. Kieran's won 3 of the last 4 Ranvets, and Young Star's up running in 4th position, followed then by Dance has got a cosy run back on the inside running rail as they go past the 1,000 on the inside of Avilius, and 2 lengths away to Natoya. Well, William Haggis and Tom Marquand winning earlier in the day with Young Rascal. They're looking for the double now. Second favourite in the QE2 Cup, and Addeybb shows the way by 3/4 to Very Elegant, is really keeping tabs with the British horse, and they quicken the speed a long way from home. 2 lengths away to Norway, then Young Star. 2 further back to Avilius from Dance nailed on the fence, and Natoya being scrubbed up at the rear. They're both going at it a long way from home, coming around the turn. Addeybb on the inside of Very Elegant goes stride for stride, and Very Elegant really pouring the pressure on now. Very Elegant the outside of Addeybb. She gets about a neck in front, but Addeybb comes back on the inside, 3 lengths clear from Avilius. It's Very Elegant and Addeybb. Shades of the earlier race. Addebb's lifting on the inside a Very Elegant, Addeybb and Very Elegant, Addeybb strong, and Addeybb goes on to win the Ranvet. What a super ride by Tom Marquand, 1.5. With the exercises stopping for a brief rest to watch the start here of the Queen Elizabeth Stakes. Stand by for a start. The gates are back now, and they're off and racing, and Addeybb jumped okay. Dannon Premium was quickly out, but Galo's Shop showing great muster. Caught pretty deep, Galo's Shop, but Hieronymus is eyeing off the lead, and he's going to get there quite comfortably. Colding handy, so's Addeybb on the fence, and Vow Declare under a prominent position in the early stages, and Dannon Premium parks right behind in fifth. A length further back to Very Elegant is a few slots closer today, and she's railing through underneath the Japanese stallion. Further back to Melody Bell, then Tiakau Shark is going through on the fence. Master of Wine looks to be 3 deep. Happy Clapper gets back from Imaging, and Kings Will Dream last at least a dozen lengths off the lead. So it's the 9-year-old Galo's Shop in front, out by 4 lengths to the Melbourne Cup winner Vow Declare. The favourite Addeybb in third position, 3/4 the outside to Colding. Further back to Very Elegant, who's a touch keen on the inside of Dannon Premium, but she's still travelling well here. Very Elegant as this leader continues to roll up front. Master of Wine's out deep, followed by Tiakau Shark, Melody Bell between them. Well back in the field then is Happy Clapper, and Kings Will Dream and Imaging of the last pair. Down the side in the Queen Elizabeth Stakes, and Galo's Shop certainly making it a staying contest of the 800 metres. 3 lengths clear from Vow Declare, and then Addeybb on the inside. Marquand hasn't felt for it as yet. 2 further back to Colding, then Very Elegant. Dannon Premium is just starting to be felt for now at the 600 metres, waiting to get to the outside. Going between runners, Tiakau Shark, Melody Bell is slicing through. Master of Wine's getting onto the back of the Japanese horse as they turn, and Addeybb makes the move now at the 400 metres, and Addeybb draws clear, but here's Dannon Premium. Wow, look at him come into it, Dannon Premium. He moves up now to Addeybb. This is what we've been waiting for. Addeybb the inside of Dannon Premium. Very Elegant goes to third, but Adeybb's full of running at the 100 metres. In fact, he's ripping clear now, and a big win for Addeybb in the Queen Elizabeth Stakes. Very Elegant got through for second in front of Dannon Premium. Great go for fourth, Master of Wine, Tiakau Shark and Melody Bell between them. A good gap back then to Vow Declare from Happy Clapper, then Colding, Imaging, Galo's Shop and Kings Will Dream. Addeybb. Tom Marquand for William Haggis, winning in a romp.
Lined up. They're off. They race over 1.25 miles here. Japan in the purple is the slowest of them to leave the gates from stall number 5 for the Prince of Wales Stakes as they begin running downhill. And Bangkok in the blue and white is the first to show. Headman, the pink cap in the centre, very keen in the early strides. Addeybb in a yellow colours in second place, but Japan, who started fractionally slowly, has been moved on the outer by Ryan Moore, and the purple colours already up into third place. 1.5 lengths behind these to Barney Roy as they turn right-handed entering the final mile. Medaille is next, red jacket for her against the running. Well, about a length ahead of Headman, who's dropped back through the field to hold 6th position at the moment, and about a 1.5 lengths behind him to Lord North, who is the back marker as they run down the side of the course, and it continues to be Bangkok who sets the pace with Silvestre de Souza. Tom Marquand in yellow colours and Addeybb in second, and Japan, who was probably less than a half length off the lead at one stage. Purple jacket for Ryan Moore, dropped back into third place. Red colours then Frankie Dettori on Medaille on the inside of Barney Roy, a blue jacket for William Buick. 1 position improving for James Doyle on Lord North, goes ahead of Headman, the pink cap, the best turned out winner, Jason Watson at the rear of the field. There's less than a half mile to go there. They're already running on towards home, and Bangkok continues to lead, has the advantage of less than a length, stalked all the time by Addeybb. 1.5 lengths to Japan, with Medaille coming up on the inside of him. They're third and fourth together. Barney Roy is next, Headman on the extreme right, and Lord North trying to make progress as well. 2 furlongs to go, and Bangkok continues to be in front. Addeybb in second place. Medaille has moved into third. Japan is next, then Headman on the extreme right, and at the furlong pole the 7 runners will virtually be in line here. Addeybb just leading to Lord North in the blue and white now, who shot through from the back of the field with James Doyle, surges through to the lead, and it's Lord North who now begins to clear away another superstar here. Lord North wins by 3 or 4 lengths. Addeybb in second, third might have gone to Barney Roy. Bangkok and Japan maybe in a photo for fourth behind them.
Allen.
Last one coming in. Stand by for the start. And they're off. Racing for the Jordan Electric's Doonside Cup, this listed race over the mile and a quarter. And it's Yukon Glen who moves into the early advantage. Yukon Glen goes on then by about a length and a half in the early going. To Addeybb, who's racing in second. It's a further length away then to Fox Chairman, who's racing to the outside in the blue and white colours. What's the Story, who finished runner-up in this race last year, is placed in the early fourth. It's a further 2 lengths away to San Donato. Another length and a half back to Law Glitters, and at the back of the field is Delgano under Richard Kingscote. Inside the final 7 furlongs, and it's Yukon Glen who goes along in the lead. To Fox Chairman to the outside of Addeybb, they're now second and third. The next pairing are What's the Story with San Donato on that one's outer. Then came Law Glitters. At the back of the pack still is Delgano as they make their way towards the end of the back straight. As they do so, it's Yukon Glen, who's won 4 out of his 5 starts here at Ayr in the past, leading by a length over Fox Chairman in second. Addeybb, that dual Group 1 winner earlier on this year in Australia. He's racing back in third, giving weight all around in this. Then came San Donato in fourth, another length and a half away to What's the Story. Followed closely then by Law Glitters, and Delgano is still placed last of the 7. Top of the home straight shortly then, and it's Yukon Glen who leads the way by 3 parts of a length to Fox Chairman in second place inside the final half mile. Addeybb on the inside in third. San Donato's now in fourth, then What's the Story and Lord Glitters, and then Delgano inside the final 3 furlongs of the contest. And Fox Chairman now joins issue with Yukon Glen. Addeybb has been ridden along, now drops back to fourth. Here comes San Donato moving up on the outside with a big looking effort inside the final quarter mile. Fox Chairman narrowly from Yukon Glen and San Donato. Addeybb is trying to get rolling now between horses. Then came Lord Glitters and What's the Story and Delgano. They raced out to the final furlong, and Addeybb has found something for pressure all right. He's burst through now to lead inside the last. Lord Glitters with a late surge down the outside. It's Addeybb from Lord Glitters, and Addeybb is going to win the Doonside Cup. Addeybb is the winner from Lord Glitters with San Donato in third. Then came Yukon Glen, followed by What's the Story, Fox Chairman and Delgano.
And a quarter start. And they're away. Racing in the Kipco Champion Stakes, Addeybb ridden forward on the outside of Mishriff in the early stages. Magical seeking a good position as well. Serpentine is also pushed forward, so the pace looking fairly honest into the bottom bend, and Serpentine leads the way to Addeybb. Then Mishriff in the maroon jacket, Magical in fourth place. The grey Scaletti towards the inside, followed by Extra Elusive and Japan. Lord North is a little wider just ahead of Japan, and then Pile Driver and Desert Encounter at the back of the field. So swinging round Swinley Bottom, Serpentine out in front as he was at Epsom back in June, where he blazed the trail across Epsom Downs to win the Derby. He leads the way here at Ascot by 3/4 of a length to Addeybb. Scaletti is third on the inside of Mishriff. They're Magical, last year's winner, in 5th place from Lord North, and they're followed by Japan on the inside. Maybe the pace has slackened a little bit. Back in the field, Pile Driver, Extra Elusive, and Desert Encounter inside the final 3/4 of a mile. Serpentine leads the way, and there's a William Buick, shadowed all the way by Addeybb and Tom Marquand, and they are tracked by Mishriff, with Scaletti towards the inside, Pierre Charles Boudot, then Magical and Ryan Moore, and Lord North and James Doyle. Further back is Japan and Pile Driver and Extra Elusive and Desert Encounter, as now they race past the 4 furlong marker. Serpentine pressing on again from Addeybb in second. Back in third, Scaletti on the inside. Mishriff, Magical locked away on the inside there. Lord North is moving up. They're followed by Japan. Pile Driver being asked a few questions from Extra Elusive and Desert Encounter into the home straight. And Serpentine leads the way. There's a big gap for the grey Scaletti. Addeybb is challenging, so too Mishriff. Magical now finding a way through, or trying to find a way through, as Addeybb strikes the front from Scaletti. Then Serpentine, Magical. Mishriff is back behind these, and it's Addeybb that leads the way, approaching the final furlong. Addeybb pulls 2 lengths clear. Scaletti is trying to rally in second place. Magical now into the clear in third, but it's looking too late, and Addeybb, who floats across soft ground. Addeybb coming away to win the Champion Stakes in the hands of Tom Marquand. Scaletti second, Magical back in third, and Serpent...
Gates are back now and they're off and racing, and Sir Dragonet and Very Elegant have both jumped well. So did Colette, and Addeybb is slicing through together with Angel of Truth. So there's a good go for the lead early, and Angel of Truth will get it. Colette just eases back from Master of Wine to Toya up the fence, and Cliffs of Moor's been taken back to last. So it's the duty of Angel of Truth to lead them up here in the Ranvet, and Addeybb strides up on the outside, and Very Elegant's right on the coattails of the leader. So already the two big guns in the race are racing side by side as they head to the back. It's Angel of Truth 2 lengths clear from Addeybb, Very Elegant on the fence, followed then by Colette, Sir Dragonet from Natoya, Miami Bound, Master of Wine, and Cliffs of Moor is the last one. They flatten out down the back. Angel of Truth 2 lengths clear from Addeybb, who just shades Very Elegant at the 1200 metre mark. A length off to Sir Dragonet, Colette the outside, followed by Natoya, Miami Bound, Master of Wine covering ground, and Cliffs of Moor is the last one. They're at the halfway mark, 1,000 metres to go. Angel of Truth a length in front from Addeybb, who's got Very Elegant pinned away on the fence, although McDonald just eases back a length or so to give himself more options. Then came Sir Dragonet, further back to Colette, Natoya, Miami Bound, Master of Wine, and Cliffs of Moor is the last one. Angel of Truth in front. Marquin blinked now. He gets going on Addeybb, and Very Elegant. McDonald's peeled to the outside, and here we go. Then Sir Dragonet from Colette, Miami Bound, coming to the turn. Angel of Truth just the leader from Addeybb under the pump. Very Elegant a half length away, and two further back to Colette. Boy, Angel of Truth's giving a cheeky sight, but now Addeybb and Very Elegant, they're getting serious. Very Elegant, Addeybb in their own race, laying it down to Angel of Truth, but Very Elegant, she put the head in front. What's Addeybb got? He's coming back. The gloves are off. They go toe to toe, blow for blow. Very Elegant ahead on Addeybb. He's trying, but she's going to beat him. Very Elegant wins the Ranvet. She reversed the result of last year, beat Addeybb.